Excitement. Against one of the tournament favourites, Borussia Dortmund, which gave the side from Glasgow a 4-2 aggregate win. Six-time winners of this trophy right here, Sevilla FC and their crosstown rivals Real Betis are also into the last 16, keeping their hopes alive of playing May's final in their home city. There was a fantastic match in Braga as the home side overturned a 2-0 deficit from the first leg against Sheriff Tiraspol. The match went all the way to a shootout. Mateus Magalhães, the goalkeeper, was the hero for the Portuguese club with a hat-trick of saves, which ended Sheriff's incredible European adventure this season. Plenty to look forward to then as we take a look at the top teams in this draw. Let's have a look at them closely. And the road to Sevilla continues. Today is a big part of that. Time to invite on stage the man who will oversee today's draw proceedings. It's UEFA Deputy General Secretary Giorgio Marchetti.
Thank you, Pedro. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. These are difficult days for Europe. Let me first express our deep solidarity to the Ukrainian populations who are experiencing the atrocity of war, and say that football wants only one thing: peace, and peace now. I would now like to start by wishing all the teams who have qualified for today's draw the very best of luck over the remainder of the season and in their European endeavours. We also look forward to welcoming you, the clubs, here in person in the very near future. The UEFA Europa League has certainly grown in stature this season, with the competition being streamlined to 32 teams. There is an excellent mix amongst the clubs who have reached the last 16, some true giants of European football, as well as some teams who have only recently started mixing it with Europe's elite. There is also a real sense of diversity to today's draw. Clubs from 10 national associations are represented, while there are 5 former winners who have lifted this trophy aloft on 11 occasions between them. A special mention for West Ham United, who've reached the round of 16 for the first time in their history. Pleasingly, we have seen some excellent action out on the pitch, with some of the continent's top players showing off their skills and supreme talent to television audiences around the globe. Now, with the governments across Europe starting to relax COVID restrictions, we can surely hope that all stadiums will once again soon be packed to capacity. We have all missed the fantastic atmospheres that make European nights so special. It is a great feeling to see those atmospheres gradually restored everywhere. We're getting closer now to the draw, and with the city of Sevilla hosting this season's final, here to assist us is someone with a very special connection to both the city and Sevilla FC.
Time to welcome on stage the special guest for today's draw. It is the former Sevilla goalkeeper who won this legendary trophy on 3 occasions, Andrés Palop.
Hello,
Andrés, bienvenido.
Muchas gracias.
¿Cómo estás?
Todo bien.
Es un placer tenerte aquí otra vez. Andrés, it's great to have you here. Obviously, you are so connected to Sevilla, to this trophy, having won it on 3 occasions. My first question has to be about this season and how you've followed the competition and what teams, what players, what moments maybe have stood out to you. Hasta ahora, ¿qué equipos o qué momentos te impresionaron más en esta competición?
Bueno, lo que más me impresiona es que la competición está siendo extraordinaria en todos los niveles, es decir, hay grandes equipos representados de los grandes países y evidentemente creo que está haciendo una competición muy fuerte este año. Por lo tanto, evidentemente hay equipos que están quizás un poquito por encima, el caso de Barcelona que viene ahora de la Champions y que ayer nos demostró un gran nivel competitivo y que se ha puesto en estos octavos de final. No podemos olvidar al Sevilla, que es el actual que más títulos ha ganado en esta competición, y además de equipos como Atalanta, equipos como, en este caso, Bayer Leverkusen, que tiene un gran ataque. En definitiva, yo creo que hay equipos muy importantes e interesantes en estos octavos de final.
So Andrés has been really impressed with the quality of the competition so far, the football that has been played, and then he also picked out the performances of Barcelona in this last round this week, which concluded, also Bayer Leverkusen and Sevilla, who also has obviously a great history in this competition. Andrés, tenemos que hablar sobre la temporada de 2006-2007 en que ganaste este trofeo, pero en los octavos marcaste un gol, después paraste 3 penaltis. ¿Qué memorias tienes de esa temporada? I wanted to ask you about the 2006-07 season where you won the trophy, but you also scored a goal and saved 3 penalties in the round of 16 for Sevilla.
Bueno, yo creo que fue la temporada más espectacular de mi carrera deportiva, a nivel personal y a nivel colectivo, ya que empezamos ganando la Supercopa de Europa con el Sevilla frente al Barcelona, luego pudimos conseguir hasta el final de temporada estar para ganar el título, ganamos la Copa del Rey y estuvimos a punto, pues bueno, a punto no, ganamos lo que es la Copa de la UEFA, ¿no? Por esos penaltis. A nivel particular fue extraordinario, marcando este gol, parando 3 penaltis en la final y creo que bueno, es una temporada que nunca olvidaré.
It was a spectacular season for Andrés. You'll never forget it. It was more than winning this trophy. It was the fact that they were fighting for the title until the end, and they also won the Copa del Rey, so really one of the best seasons, if not the best, in Sevilla's history. A last question for you before you get on with the draw, and it has to do obviously with the city of Sevilla, how people are looking forward to the final, if you can already hear fans talking about it. ¿Qué expectativas sientes en la ciudad de Sevilla sobre esta final?
Se está creando un gran ambiente, porque también los 2 equipos de la ciudad están expectantes por poder jugar esa final en el Ramón Sánchez Pizjuán y todo preparado. Yo creo que la ciudad está totalmente estructurada y tiene todos los servicios para el aficionado de cualquier club que pueda visitar Sevilla, y creo que va a disfrutar de un gran ambiente, de una gran ciudad y sobre todo de una gastronomía y un sol espléndido.
There'll be great sun, the fans are ready, the stadium's ready, so everybody's really looking forward to this decisive match in May. Andres is ready as well to start the draw. You're already a veteran as well, so you'll do just fine with the expert guidance of Giorgio as well, so I hand the floor over to you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pedro. Yes, we are nearly ready to commence the draw. Before we do so, I will invite on stage my colleague Michael Hezesved, the head of UEFA club competitions, who will assist with the draw and will explain the technical procedure.
Thank you, Giorgio, and good afternoon. For today's draw, the group winners will be drawn against the winners of the knockout round playoffs. Please note that clubs from the same association cannot be drawn against each other. Also, the winners of the knockout round playoffs play the first leg at home. Each of the 8 pairings will be determined by drawing one of the winners of the knockout round playoffs first, then one of the eligible group winners. The 8 balls containing the names of the knockout round playoff winners are all placed in one ball in front of Giorgio, while the balls containing the names of their potential opponents are picked from the 8 different group winners pot just here in front of me. After drawing each knockout round playoffs winner, the balls containing the names of the eligible group winners will be placed into the other ball every time. Should we have only one team eligible to be drawn against a particular knockout round playoff winners, there will be no draw and the 2 teams will be paired directly. This procedure is then repeated for all the 8 pairings. The round of 16 matches are scheduled to be played on the 10th of March for the first legs and the 17th of March for the return legs. Please note that due to the city clash between SC Braga and FC Porto, as well as Sevilla FC and Real Betis, and also in order to respect the sporting criteria of the competition, FC Porto and Real Betis Balompié will play their first leg in the round of 16 at home on Wednesday, 9th of March at 18:45 CET, irrespective of their opponents. After the draw, and in accordance with the competition regulations, the UEFA administration will determine the final fixture list. This result will be announced later this afternoon. That's it from the technical side. Let me hand the floor back to Giorgio as we are ready to proceed.
Thank you, Michael. As we are ready to proceed, let's take a look at the teams which will be in display in this round. So we will start with the winners of the knockout round playoffs, who are Atalanta, Braga, Barcelona, Leipzig, Porto, Rangers, Real Betis, and Sevilla. The 8 group winners will face these 8 opponents are Bayer Leverkusen, Crvena Zvezda, Eintracht Frankfurt, Galatasaray, AS Monaco, Olympique Lyonnais, Spartak Moscow, and West Ham United. We are really ready. I will, every time I will do an assist to our friend and legend Andres Palop. I will serve the home team of the first leg, the winners of the knockout round playoff, and Andres will pair them with a group winner. We start with Rangers FC. So Rangers FC from Scotland, no condition for Rangers in this draw, so 8 opponents are possible for Rangers FC, who were the finalists in the Manchester final of 2008. And they are at their 3rd successive appearance in the Europa League round of 16. So let's see who they will have to face now if they wanted to progress to the quarterfinals this time. Who is there for Rangers FC?
Fútbol Club Estrella Roja de Belgrado.
So Crvena Zvezda. Crvena Zvezda is drawn to play against Rangers, the finalist of 1979. Quite a good record in this competition, as they have lost only one of their last 13 matches played in the UEFA Europa League. tough bone for Rangers. Now it is SC Braga, emerging from penalty kicks taken yesterday after 120 minutes. All options are possible for Braga, so 7 possible opponents. Braga have fond memories of the Europa League final of 2011, which was played against their neighbors of Porto in Dublin. And they are participating for the 5th time in the last 7 seasons in the UEFA Europa League knockout phase.
Y es Mónaco.
Monaco, so Braga versus Monaco is the second pairing of this round of 16. Monaco ended the group without any loss. The next team is, again from Portugal, is FC Porto. Twice winners of the competition, no conditions for Porto, so 6 potential opponents. And Porto, not only they won twice, but they are the only Portuguese club having won the UEFA Cup and or the UEFA Europa League. These are the opponents of FC Porto.
Olympique Lyon.
Olympique Lyonnais, FC Porto versus Olympique Lyonnais, semi-finalists 5 years ago. And the team which made the most of points and goals scored in the group phase, so 16th, both, 16 points and 16 goals. And the next team is Atalanta. Atalanta has all options available back to the Europa League after 2017-2018. But Atalanta made great progress in Europe, having then participated several times in the UEFA Champions League, up to playing the quarterfinals in the Portuguese tournament we had to play in 2020 due to the COVID conditions.
Bayer Leverkusen.
Atalanta will face Bayer Leverkusen, so it will be a great challenge. The winners of 1988, facing one of the best revelations of the last few years. Sevilla FC, record title holders of this competition 6 times. They can face any of the remaining 4 group winners. So with the 6 trophies, they are the most successful club ever in the UEFA Cup and UEFA Europa League. I think that 4 of their last 5 Europa League campaigns ended with the trophy. It's impressive.
West Ham United.
Now West Ham United, so Sevilla, the club with most titles in the competition, against West Ham United, which makes appearance for the first time in this round of 16. FC Barcelona. Barcelona can play against the 3 remaining group winners. Barcelona in this round makes Spain the club with 13 different clubs having participated in the UEFA Europa League era. 4 times already semi-finalists of the UEFA Cup in the 70s, in the 90s, and in 2001.
Galatasaray.
Barcelona will be opposed to Galatasaray, who won the trophy in 2000. The second last winner of playoff is RB Leipzig. RB Leipzig, and Leipzig can play only against one club, which is Spartak Moscow, as the other club is from the same country, and therefore our conditions don't allow the pairing. So
Spartak Moscow.
So the pairing for Leipzig will be with Spartak Moscow. And to complete our draw, the only winner of playoffs left is Real Betis Balompié. So Betis Sevilla against the last group winner, which is
Eintracht Frankfurt.
Eintracht Frankfurt. So with Real Betis versus Eintracht Frankfurt, we conclude now the draw of the round of 16.
Well done, gentlemen. You've drawn a fantastic round of matches. Let's have a look at the results of today's draw for the round of 16 of the UEFA Europa League. We'll have Rangers taking on Crvena Zvezda, Braga playing Monaco, FC Porto will be taking on Olympique Lyonnais. It'll be Atalanta versus Bayer Leverkusen, Sevilla playing West Ham United, Barcelona up against Galatasaray, RB Leipzig taking on Spartak Moscow, and it's Real Betis playing against Eintracht Frankfurt. If you want to start marking your calendars, the first legs of these matches take place on the 10th, with the exception of the Real Betis and FC Porto home matches, respectively, in their ties. The return legs will take place on the 17th of March. That is all from us here at the House of European Football. We would like to take this opportunity to wish all of the clubs still in the competition the best of luck for their upcoming ties. From Andres, Giorgio, Michael, and myself, it's goodbye from Lyon. Take care. See you again soon.